Welcome to Discover Greater Lansing. Whether you're exploring the rich history of the state capital or indulging in incredible local food, there's always something exciting happening here. Discover living. Discover mobility. Discover downtown. Discover giving back. Greater Lansing offers breathtaking activities and outdoor adventures, ensuring a perfect balance of city life and natural beauty. Discover the warmth. Discover the charm. Discover Greater Lansing. The journey begins now.
Today we're talking all things sports, all things Lansing, and I'm here today with Megan Zemer from the Lansing Sports Commission. And welcome, Megan. Thank you for being with us today and letting us know all about what the Lansing Sports Commission is, what it does, what it means to our area, and everything about it, because I'm kind of new to it too. So what is the Lansing Sports Commission?
Well, first, thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate being here. So the Lansing Sports Commission is a division of Choose Lansing. Choose Lansing is the destination marketing organization for the region that promotes all things Greater Lansing. So on the sports side of things, we promote all things sports. So what we do is we are trying to boost economic impact through sport. Mm-hmm. And what does that actually mean? That means that we are working hard to bring all different events to this region. So first we start by supporting events that are going on locally. So you have local figure skating clubs, local hockey clubs, local archery, lacrosse, all the things. And we work hard to support those events that are going on here locally. So whether they need hotel rooms, or they might need some signage or credentials, or they might need local referrals to where can I get the best catering, or what can the people do when they're off the courts. And so we're here to provide those opportunities and for those things. We then work hard to solicit events to bring them to the region. So you have events that are itinerant events that move around the country. So in our world, we call them NGBs, or National Governing Bodies, event rights holders. So think USA Hockey, US Figure Skating, think NCAA. Those events actually move around the country, and they're always looking for homes. And so what better place than right here in Greater Lansing? And so basically we sell Lansing as a sports destination. So we work to partner with local organizations across our region. So I'll give you an example. We are actually partnering with the Michigan State University Archery Club, and they are part of the USA Archery Circuit, and we will be hosting the National Collegiate Archery Outdoor Championships here in May at Hope Sports Complex. So what that looks like is we partner with their club. We come to them and say, hey, there's this great event opportunity here. We know you guys are a student-run organization, all volunteers, but this is a great opportunity to put Lansing on the map and give your participants and your club members an opportunity for home court advantage right here in their own backyard. So we work together to put that bid together to showcase all the great things that Greater Lansing has to offer. And then we submit that to USA Archery, and then they look at all the bids, look at all the different places across the country that could host it, and then we were fortunate to be selected. And then we will actually work with them in tandem to host all specifics of that event, from securing the facilities, securing the hotels, soliciting sponsors, handling the setup, the teardown, managing the banquets, anything that goes into the hosting of that event. Our team will be right there in the thick of it with them. And then after all of the expenses are paid, any profit that is made on that event goes right back to that organization and that club to help fuel them for future years and for future success.
Wow.
Yes.
I never knew.
No.
So when we see the streets filled with well, it's all ages, right? So it's not just kids, adults are involved in sports.
Absolutely, it's all different ages. So in addition to that, we then also work to, if we see a need, we'll then create events if there is a need in the region to create something new. But we don't discriminate against age, gender, it doesn't matter. All different things. We have anything from, those that are just starting out with, beginner jamborees, all the way up to we just hosted a senior softball tournament, which our oldest participant is 85 years old in that event. So it really doesn't matter what age, what demographic, we're here to support them in their events.
Well, that's wonderful. Just the whole span of ages and doing things that they love in the athletic world. Is pickleball in that mix? We hear so much about pickleball.
Absolutely. There's so many great things in our region. Pickleball, that's taking off over at the Michigan Athletic Club, over at Court One Athletics has a facility now. They're putting it in over at Lansing City Arena, where they play futsal here in the region. So it is definitely growing. And what's interesting is that it doesn't matter what the sport. You have your traditional sports, basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball, but we're doing some non-traditional things. We're doing the trap shooting. Michigan has the 4th largest trap shooting grounds in the country over in Mason, and who knew?
Who would have known that?
Who knew? So we host the high school national championships, and we've been the home since 2018, and we're excited that we're going to be hosting them through 2031. So we've got some great events there with that and archery. We've got dance and cheer, and so there's a gamut of events that we're working on hosting.
That's incredible, and right there, host with Choose Lansing. So the athletic teams, the sports teams are choosing Lansing to come here. So that must have a really positive economic impact on our region. Can you talk a little bit about when these teams come and you're helping them with all facets of their visit, from hotels to probably restaurants? So that's quite an economic impact positively.
So you have to think about when people come in for a sporting event, you think about a figure skating event, they're on the ice for 4 minutes. I mean, they're here, they're traveling from across the country, they're here for 4 minutes. If they're playing in a basketball game, sometimes it's 32 minutes or 40 minutes, depending on what level they are. So they're here for an extended period of time, but the time that they're actually participating in that sport is very, very small. So what are they doing in their time? They're out, staying in our hotels, eating in our restaurants. It's inevitable that, little Bobby forgot his basketball shoes and you got to stop over at Dick's Sporting Goods and pick up something new, or you need tape, or you need something. So they're always spending dollars in our region, which is exactly what we want them to do. We want them eating in our restaurants. We want them over at High Caliber Karting and across town at Zap Zone XL. We want them engaging in those attractions. So sports tourism as a whole is an incredibly impactful industry. Sports tourism is, the Sports Events and Tourism Association is our national association, and our latest reports have it at $128 billion in economic impact on the sports tourism side of things. That's $52.2 in direct spend. So we talk about eating in your restaurants, sleeping in your hotels. $52.2 billion is spent annually on that type of thing. And that's just in amateur sports. We're not talking professional level sports. We're talking just the things that, you're taking your grandkids to, I'm taking my kids to. Those are the types of things that we're talking about. So while that's on a national level, you have to think about that. That's millions of dollars that are being spent here in our region specifically pertaining to sports. And what better way to get people out and engaged in the community? I mean, it's not only is it supporting our local establishments, but it's supporting local jobs as well. Across the country, it's 750,000 jobs are supported by the sports tourism industry. You've got 227 million visitors on an annual basis just from sports tourism. So it's a really highly impactful industry that not many people think about.
No, you're right. I'm eyes wide open, ears wide open, because when you think about it, it's just not a small family or a couple people. All the teams are coming in, and then they've got people with them, and then they're going and doing their sporting event, but then you're filling their days with activities that may be fun for after the event occurs. Eating in the hotels, so it is such a ripple effect. So you're welcoming them in, you and Choose Lansing, and they are getting to discover the greater Lansing area and create these positive memories, and then go back and they're kind of become our ambassadors, right?
Absolutely.
For our region. Like, I was in Lansing and we did these cool things. We got to play our events. And so, like, is this year round, or is it more during warm weather months? Or
Nope, it's all year round. So we've got events kicking off, right after the first of the year, and we're going all the way up. Actually, we just wrapped up one of our bigger events for the year is actually between Christmas and New Year's, surprisingly enough.
Wow.
We host a large wrestling event. So really excited to bring, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, whether it's, with the winter months and we're showcasing the fun things that we have here during the winter, or during those more beautiful months when they can get out and walk the river trail and engage over at the Grand Ledge and the ledges and check out all the exciting things that we have across the region.
And what's some of the feedback you hear from, they come here, you've got everything organized perfectly for them. What's some of the feedback that you're hearing about our region from people who just may be visiting for the first time?
I think people are surprised. We hear a lot that Midwest nice. We kind of roll out the red carpet, and we're really about that visitor experience. And as you said, we want them to be ambassadors to want to come back to the region. So typically when people come, they say, oh well, we were at first, it's Lansing's on the map for our regional or our national championship, and we questioned ourselves. But then when we come here and we see all the great things that there are to do, their eyes are a little bit wide open, and we hear oftentimes that people hey, I want to bring my family back. I want to come back for a Michigan State basketball game or a hockey game, and I want to come back and check out the river trails and come for the Capital City River Run and make a weekend out of it.
Right.
So typically once people have stepped foot here in Greater Lansing, they then want to come back. And that's really what we want. Not only do we want them to come back for their sporting events, but we want them to bring their kids to Michigan State University or Great Lakes Christian College or the University of Olivet, Lansing Community College. It opens their eyes to the opportunities that we have, not just for events, but then for as a place to live, work, and play in the future.
Well, I couldn't have said it better. Live, work, and play right here and the Greater Lansing region. So what a great partnership you have probably throughout the region with different venues. And again, Choose Lansing is just wonderful, and being our international ambassadors to the world to showcase our great region here in Lansing. What do you things on the horizon? What do we have to look forward to in the new year?
So we have an exciting lineup of events coming up. Here in the next couple of weeks, we'll actually be hosting the USA Archery Joed and Indoor National Championships over at the Ingham County Fairgrounds. So that will be archery. It's indoor. So a lot of people think archery, they think outdoor.
Yes.
But that's a really exciting event that we've had the opportunity to host for the past several years, and excited to welcome all those archers back. We'll be hosting the NCAA National Collegiate Women's Bowling Regional Championships over at Royal Scott. Another event that we've had the opportunity to host for the past several years, and really excited to, every time they come, we're able to add something new and get them even more excited for the next event. Really excited that we were actually just awarded the 2028 National Championships for NCAA bowling, so that was another really exciting one. I mentioned a little while ago that we'll be hosting the USA Archery Collegiate Outdoor Target Nationals over at Hope Sports Complex in May. Another really exciting one. We'll have 500 collegiate athletes from across the country in town for that event for a solid week, so really excited about that. And then we've got a Midwest Figure Skating Championship that'll be coming in November over at Big B Coffee Ice Cube East Lansing. So another 350 skaters that'll be here in the region to compete for a chance to head to their national championship.
Great. So this is, first of all, fantastic. That's what a variety of sports, no matter what you love. And people are allowed to, so us people who are here, if we love a certain sport, how could we find out about it, like that they're coming to our region, so we could maybe go and watch some of the games? So
I would encourage you to check out lansingsports.org. That's our website, and we put as many events as we can on there that we're partnered with. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, and we try to partner with all of our local organizations to support the events that they have going on. So I would encourage you to check out lansingsports.org and our calendar of events and ways that you can get involved here in the community.
Yeah, between archery, figure skating, it's just the whole bowling, it's the whole gamut. No matter what your interests, you can come and cheer them on, right? You can
absolutely
and become involved in those sports. And how, on a greater level, how can folks right here become more involved with the Lansing Sports Commission?
So we always have volunteer opportunities. We've got some great events that are coming in, and we're always looking for volunteers. So I would encourage you to check out our website and see which events are there. But I would also encourage you, if there's something that you're going to, or you're traveling to Indianapolis, or you're headed to California or Colorado or anywhere, just for your kids' events, or there's something that you want us to host here, chances are we have the opportunity to probably host it. So reach out to us, engage with us, and let us know what opportunities you'd like to see here in our region, and we'll see how we can work best with our partners to get that event here right in our backyard.
Great, because there's nothing like that home court advantage, if you will.
Absolutely.
And to not have to travel too far to enjoy your own sports that your kids or you are interested in. So again, you can get involved on a number of levels.
Yep.
And connect with you, and they can, I'm sure you need volunteers on days of
volunteers,
events.
spectators. If you just want to come out and check out an event, we have a variety of ways that you can get involved in events. So I would encourage you to reach out.
Awesome, that's wonderful. So do you have some favorite activities? What are some of the fun sports that you've been able to help organize here?
So actually, figure skating is one of my passions, so that's one that I kind of lean into a little bit. But one of the more unique events that we had the opportunity to host was the National Horseshoe Pitchers Association World Championships. Wow. We actually hosted that in 2023 over at the Lansing Center, and it was just an incredible event, an event that our team had been working hard my entire 14 years that I had been with the organization to land. So that was an incredible one that we had over 1,000 horseshoe pitchers from across the world here competing for their World Championship. So transforming the Lansing Center from a convention center space into a sports arena was truly an event to remember.
Well, what a transformation. I mean, I picture families in backyards, but this is serious horseshoe pitching, right? So it's not maybe they take a little more seriously.
That they do.
And then to set up a venue like that, all that's involved, do you have to bring in materials and how do you set up for an event like
That one was very unique in that we did bring in 15 tons of Kentucky blue clay on a semi-truck, and we did roll in a huge semi-truck with all of the equipment into the Lansing Center, and then our team, along with our partners at the Lansing Center, unloaded that truck, and we were mixing Kentucky blue clay and slipping it into the facility. So some of the events take a little bit more creativity and a little more labor of love than others, but wouldn't trade it for the world, as it's a unique opportunity to bring these events to our region.
Absolutely. Well, that's the Lansing Sports Commission. I found out more in this short time with you, and what an incredible, and that's what we do here on this show is we peel back and people don't know what's happening, right outside in our own neighborhoods, and what you're doing is incredible, and again, welcoming people from all over the world pretty much to come and enjoy those events that they love and want to experience right here, and then everything that goes with it, the restaurants, the hotels, and it's an incredible. Thank you so much, Megan, for coming and sharing those insights with us today. So I always, before we part, I ask my guests, do you have one favorite thing that you love about the greater Lansing area?
I couldn't pick. I couldn't just narrow it down to just one thing. But I think, if I'm focusing more on the sports side, I think that we have some really unique hidden gems in this region that not many people realize. And one that comes top of mind, just because it's my kid's favorite right now, is the Capital City Family BMX and the pump track that's over at Geyer Park. It's a new track that opened this past summer, and that's one that I would really encourage people to get out and check out. It's become a family favorite of ours, and it is kind of a hidden gem in the region. So right now, that's top of mind.
Boy, you're just all full of surprises. I'd love to hear it. Thank you again, Lansing Sports Commission. Get involved, and thank you for all you do.
Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I have Leslie here with me today from Lead Safe Consulting. Leslie, with my industry, lead-based paint is always talked about in every single home. And I just wanted to talk with you today. What is the one thing that a person should do right now today in regards to lead-based paint? What do you want them to know?
Well, I tell all of my clients when I first enter the home some lead safety information, because it is children ages 0 to 6 that are most likely to get exposed to lead-based paint. The reason why is because they play on the floors, they put stuff in their mouth, and if they're playing in an area that has contaminated dust, that is how the lead is getting into their body. And it'll be a large dose for a small child that can affect their body and their brain development.
Wow, wow. So what would you suggest that a person do in regards to testing or just getting a feel for where their home is with this?
Well, there are two types of inspections that are typically done for lead safety. The first is a lead inspection, which is a test throughout the home to identify where lead paint is located. The second is a risk assessment, and that's important if you have small children, because we're going to test the soil, we're going to test the paint, and the dust levels in the home, which is where the children get exposed. So it's a snapshot in time that lets us know exactly what kind of hazards need to be taken care of to make this home lead safe.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, one last quick question that comes to mind. Is this something that can change in a household? Do you do this once, or do you do this multiple times?
It's best to give a call because it's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for being with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I hope people reach out to you. This is a serious thing.
Well, I take it seriously. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Deanna East, and I'm an Associate Director with Michigan State University Extension. Here with me today is Carrie Schreier, a child and family educator with MSU Extension. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, good morning, Deanna.
Carrie, can you tell me about what trainings are available for child care providers through MSU Extension?
Sure, I'd be glad to. Child care providers in Michigan are required to have a certain number of continuing education credits throughout the year, and we're glad to be able to provide support for these providers. We offer trainings both face-to-face and online, as well as in partnership with the regional child care provider programs. These trainings are all in my registry to provide credits for our child care providers towards their continuing education hours through the year so that they can stay certified. We also provide some self-paced online training so that they can complete these hours at their own convenience.
That's great. So what type of professional development topics do you provide in these child care trainings?
Well, there's a wide variety of topics. So we do have subject-based trainings like literacy, math, and science, but we also provide trainings on things like positive discipline, classroom management, mindfulness in the classroom, things to help support children's behavior in our early childhood classrooms.
And where would people find out more information about this?
You can find information either on our website or by calling your county extension office, or these trainings are all loaded into the My Registry system, so child care providers can access them directly through the My Registry program.
Thank you so much, Carrie. And thank you for learning more about MSU Extension.
Hi, I'm Chris Swope. I'm the president-elect of the Rotary Club of Lansing, and I'm here with our current president, Rebecca Bahar Cook. Rebecca, why did you join Rotary, and why should someone consider joining?
I joined Rotary because I was looking for sort of a social club that would be doing good things in the world and our community, but that would also give me some connections to possibly some new business opportunities. And so I went to my first meeting with Paula Cunningham, and it was an incredible topic about nanotechnology and all the sort of uses and development that's being done right around the corner at MSU. And I was just floored by this organization that was bringing in these speakers who were talking about things that were happening right in my backyard while giving me the opportunity to kind of network and meet a whole new world of people.
So networking, possible business contacts, friendship, who could ask for more, right?
And I will say you can't undersell that friendship piece. I joined Rotary when I was in my early 40s and was just floored by the amount of people, colleagues, willing to give me advice on how to run my business, how to grow, way to sort of make my employees more effective. It really, not only do I have fun at those meetings, it was a great opportunity for personal and business growth.
So how often does the club meet?
Every Friday at noon at the Lansing Community College in the Michigan room in the Gannon building, except for the last Friday of the month. That's turned into a happy hour on Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30, and that might move around. So LansingRotary.org would be the place to check out those meetings.
Okay, so not only is there good speakers and a way to be involved in your community and camaraderie, but there's happy hour. I like it.
Excellent happy hours.
University of Michigan Health and Michigan State University Healthcare have officially launched the landmark NeuroCare Network. Joining us today is Dr. Nasser Yagi, Director of Neurosurgical Oncology at University of Michigan Health Sparrow. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Corey.
Can you tell us what makes the NeuroCare Network so unique?
Yes. So what this translates to for patients is innovative care close to home. What patients once had to travel long distances for is now in their backyards at the University of Michigan Health Sparrow Hospital. It's everything you already loved about the green and white Michigan State University, and combining it with everything the Block M University of Michigan has to offer and highest quality care you already have come to expect from Michigan medicine.
And what are some of the innovative treatments patients can expect from you?
We can do fluorescent guided surgery with gliolin or 5-ALA, which is a fluorescent marker that preferentially goes to tumor cells, allowing the tumor to glow pink under the blue 400 wavelength of light, allowing for the highest level extent of resection for brain tumors, which directly translates to improved overall survival for patients. Also, the ability to perform a sleep motor mapping and awake language mapping, brain surgery for eloquent cortex tumors, to preserve critical brain functions during surgery. We also have one of the most advanced operating microscopes in the country, one of its kind, only one in the state of Michigan, and only one of 5 on the East Coast, which significantly improves operative visualization for the surgeon. We also perform minimally invasive and tubular spine surgery, which reduces pain and recovery time to get patients back to what they love to do quicker.
And you offer clinical trials as well?
Yes, we have multiple clinical trials for brain tumor patients.
All right, and to learn more about leading edge care, University of Michigan Health Sparrow, visit uofmhealthsparrow.org.
So Choma, if you could pick one tool that would really help CATA riders to get around and commute on our buses, what would that be?
I would choose the Transit app. It's a mobile app. It's available in the Google Play Store, Apple Store. It can be downloaded for free. It allows riders to track their commute in real time, see nearby buses, and it really helps their overall experience with CATA.
And what are some of the features of the Transit app?
Well, one cool feature of the app is the trip planning tool, so riders can enter in their destination. They'll immediately see a list of nearby routes that can get them to where they need to go. There's also a Go feature that will help people see accuracy of the buses based on other riders, as well as rider alerts via the app if riders subscribe. We also encourage our riders to subscribe for our rider alerts. They're on cata.org/mycata, and they allow people to get text and email alerts.
And what about benefits of the Transit app in terms of the rider?
I would say the benefits are, if people don't know where they're trying to go or what bus, because they open up the app and because of their GPS location and it shows the buses that are nearby them, they know where they can go, and the real-time tracking really helps people plan their commute and know that they can get to on time.
Great. And there are avatars as well?
Yes, so there are emojis when you use the Go feature, and when someone's on a bus, if you see a little emoji, that's someone who's riding the bus.
And do you have one of those emojis?
I do. One of my favorite routes to use the Go feature was Route 8, and it was a little turtle.
And I understand that you were one of the top riders on Route 8 for a while.
Yeah, a few months ago I was. It's a serious competition. There's more people competing with using the feature and the emojis than people know.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
I'm Julie Thomasma, CEO at Child and Family Charities, and I'm so excited to have Tammy Hanna here with me today. She's the president and CEO of Origami Rehabilitation.
Thanks for having me, Julie.
No problem. We're so glad to have you and to learn more about your work in the community. So Origami has been serving the community for nearly 30 years, providing rehabilitation services for children and adults. And you just recently moved into a new location. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, we are so excited. We just opened Origami Green Lawn, which is Origami's third Lansing-based location. And so we're already serving children and adults with physical therapy, occupational, speech, mental health therapy services needs. And we're so excited to really maximize access to care. It's so important for people to be able to get to the services that they need when they need it. And bringing these services to South Lansing is just a really exciting thing for us.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you on campus with us, and just tell us about the space and what makes it so inviting, because I mean it's lovely. I mean it's gorgeous space. Nice job.
Thank you. Yes, we feel it turned out perfectly. Really, we had one goal in mind with a thoughtful design, and that was to ensure that we had a calm, inviting, soothing space for people to receive their care and to have great outcomes from their rehab services. And you know, we want children to come to us that are excited to play, because that is their therapy. So we have a large pediatric gym with monkey bars and slides and rock wall, and then we have other spaces for adults to receive their services like pelvic health and vestibular and vision therapy. So we're excited.
We're so glad to welcome you onto the campus, and tell us just how to find out more.
I invite everyone to check us out. We have our website, origamirehab.org, and give us a call. We'd love to give you a tour.
Wow, what another great show and another reason to discover Greater Lansing. So many wonderful things happening in our great, great community. From living, working, and playing, we've got it right here in Greater Lansing. Thanks for joining us.